lectures that he did, the recordings. It seems
Yeah.
like it's just gonna be dumb as fuck.
Yeah, right.
I haven't watched him.
I watched the
Yeah.
Probably a good heads up.
Yeah. So what we were
Yeah.
planning on doing tonight, Craig, we want to try and flush out dot points for the introduction and the design considerations as a group, and then setting off those individual tasks to people for next week or whenever. Like some people might have more than others, but we'll try and divvy it out evenly in certain sections. But we'll flush out dot points and also go. Jason, you wanted to go to the task sheet, correct?
Good task sheet.
I thought
Yep.
Jason wanted to go to the task sheet and make sure we're all on the same page. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. We're going to run through the template, just get dot points down for each section, just to see that we're all happy with what we're actually going to do.
I'm
Yep.
thinking we should also get someone to sketch a rough final design.
Yeah.
Like what it's gonna look like. You can draw
Well,
boxes if you want.
The final design's just going to be or at the moment, it's just going to be the G-spot antenna, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, so before we start, Leighton, are you all good to log the minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we should probably try and upload something tonight of the minutes that we've done.
Yeah, that's what I'm just
Blackboard.
working on right now, actually. As you
Yeah,
speak.
Has anyone heard from Jack at all?
I did last night, basically.
Yeah. Is this your other group? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got some personal issues at the moment.
Yeah.
And he didn't feel comfortable telling the whole group yet.
Yeah. That's
He might not even be on the bracket Wednesday. I mean, I can let you know if he shows up or not.
yeah. That's fine. It's just working out what's going on with that. But yeah, that's no hassle. We still got 6 group members anyway. We had one extra.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully he's back, but we'll just make do.
yeah,
with whatever
exactly.
happens.
I reckon the easiest way to do it is if I get the template up and then I screen share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be probably the easiest way. So let me just get it up for us. I'm going to download it.
Does anyone know what the task sheet for this thing is called? Because I've got
This-
6
I heard it the
document
other week.
files. I've got the template. I found a task sheet.
There's like 3 that are like all named very similarly.
Yeah, that's why I'm just finding it a bit confusing. I've got the marking rubric.
It's called Assessment 3A Final Report.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got
Yeah,
the
cool. I got it.
template.
Sweet. Thank you.
Has anyone been having like trouble with the template with writing it? It just comes up as the editor comments.
No, mine's fine.
Yours is fine.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, mine comes up.
I get out of that though. I like leave editor mode so I can edit it. And actually, I can probably show you anyway. Screen share.
I looked at the other reports. I think for a ball mark with references, 15 to 20 is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure we can come up to that because we'll have a whole backup for our design considerations. Just
Yeah. Yeah. I checked the sample ones. They had about 17. So
yeah,
20 sounds all right.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Darcy's screen.
Yeah, you see, if I type something right, I get this shit.
I'll try mine.
What's happening when you type?
I'm getting this shit up. It's something to do with the document, the way he set the document up, but I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, I get it too.
Oh, what is it? Oh, that massive text box.
There we go. I
What do you
fixed
do?
it. You gotta track changes and turn that off.
Ah,
There we go. I fixed it. Alright. So we're gonna plan on trying to get this done. Try and get
Hopefully,
this done.
in
This is
under
the
2
plan.
hours this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not 2 hours. I reckon it
Yeah.
won't take too long. I feel like we got the research done. So
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not doing 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not keen on 2 hours.
Okay. So our first part, so this is the context. We want to set the scene. So in this section, what are we looking at? So we want to talk about the region. So we want to look at the topographic region,
Yeah.
topography of it.
The environment.
Yeah, environment as well. Be a part of it.
Environment. Do you want to look at kind of like the weather as well? Because that's
Yeah.
kind of the
That's
weather.
environment, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
the weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
So,
kind of what I meant by environment.
yeah.
You
And
can
that contributes to
warming.
how isolated they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to set the scene about the region. Do we want to talk about how the communities are spread apart?
Yeah, most
Yeah.
probably.
I think that's the main point of this whole thing. Is
Definitely mention the population and
Yeah.
the amount of
Mm.
indigenous communities up there.
and maybe also in there we can just briefly touch on how much it actually costs them up there to get data, because from the EWB design brief, apparently it's expensive and they get next to no data for that.
Would that be? Would we talk about that in the
In
problem?
the problem. Yeah, that would be the problem.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the CRA in the for the introduction and it clearly highlights all key issues to be addressed.
In the introduction.
Let me get the
Yeah,
CRA
that's
up.
Yeah, but
Alright, we'll get the
there-
CRA up.
But is since the introduction's like broken, like as in
It-
just the
it-
context or in the introduction itself?
in the whole somewhere within the whole introduction.
Yeah,
Since
so-
we're talking about the problem,
yeah,
since
So
it's a
you-
subsection, it'll be fine.
you've
Yeah.
got 4 subsections for the intro: context, background, the problem, and the scope.
Wait, where's the CRA for this? It's like, oh, here it is. That's this 3A, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so for the introduction, we need to look at highly informative, sufficient description of area, target population, and proposed design. We got to look at the scope of the project is logically reasoned, and clearly highlight all key issues to be addressed. So I'm assuming each of these dot points, you'd be looking at a certain subsection.
Yeah, I
Of-
assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so so what else would we be looking in the context? So we got the information. I just highlighted this. I reckon do we reckon we may have a topographic map here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think as the image. Well, for the indigenous communities, wouldn't that really be more part of the population instead of its own like thing?
I guess it's just notes. You can easily group it together.
Yeah.
You can get flushed out easy. So what else are we looking at here? So I want to talk about so we got the people we've spoken about.
You reckon
Region.
income would be a part of the people?
Maybe that's part of the background, maybe.
Yeah,
just
maybe
background.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Income,
so
statistics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
can probably
Uh,
be in the
Wouldn't that be in the
background as well.
problem?
so this is where you
I'd say
Go into
more.
context or problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you could do it in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Would we actually? Could we have that in the background?
Yep.
I reckon the necessity of internet is in the background, and you can also do stats on that as well. Like
Yeah.
So sorry, my Tiki doesn't stats. So I guess you'd be looking at mobile phone usage data, or like internet usage data, I guess,
Mm.
in that section.
So what's
Um,
what are we trying to say in the background part? That would be that they haven't really needed internet before, but now because they're all trying to set up these businesses and the world's getting more connected, they're increasingly needing to be connected. And then it's a problem. That's where we say that because of the low population, land size, and lack of infrastructure, they can't get the connectivity that they need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at when I look at the background. So if you look at the points up here in this the yellow, so we've got to look at the background of the issue. So that's pretty much the EWB section on our topic, right?
2.4.
Yeah.
Yep, 2.4. Right, and then it says what is the kind of practice for the area that you're trying to address. This bit here.
Mm.
So the necessity of internet, and then you can mention some stats here. I don't know if the economy of the community would actually fit in here. Maybe it might.
Probably not in the background, no. That would
I wouldn't
probably
think
be
so.
more in the problem.
Okay, and then you mentioned some statistics if you have any. So we can look
Yeah.
at you got your stats here, you got your internet usage, and or a map or plan would be useful.
You could do the map of the Telstra towers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kind of setting the background for lack of connectivity up in the region.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty much.
Alright. What's this bit? That's just an example. I guess we don't need that.
Yeah, you can include tables if you want for that section. It depends on the information you get.
Yeah.
I reckon try and leave some spaces here. Alright. So now we got the problem. This is where you probably have the economy of the town of Quebec. Economy. Yep. So they don't have. So this is where we can probably have stats in there as well, if you can find anything.
Yeah, you could find a number of connect stations they have.
Yeah, you can also get some stats here as well.
So
it's
it's
BC
saying that
stats,
this section is all about the why. So this is where we should put in that they need the internet because of their businesses and tourism. They don't have it because of how much it costs to get it set up, and they can't afford what's already there. So that's why we need this solution. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just
what's it been?
Been a while.
Yeah. That's a very good point, and then that drives it to be more how they want this whole thing to be all warm hugs and shit.
Yeah.
So taking that approach instead of just the business thing probably makes that a bit better.
You could also push like a bit of an environmental standpoint as well, with them going more online. They wouldn't have to be using more paper and other things like that.
Oh yeah.
So you could kind of. It's a bit of a stretch, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's something we can touch on.
Yeah. Alright, so let's just double check that we've got everything. So we set the scene about the region, the people, the weather. So
Yep.
are you happy with the region? We got the topographic map.
Yeah.
We talk about the environment, so the weather aspect. Did anyone actually do their first report on the weather?
No.
I have some. I did mine on the environment. I have some information.
Okay, because I've also got a friend who did the environment as well. So if you need any more information, grab that.
I mean, it's basically just the wet and the dry seasons, and
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, so it's easy. And we talk about the population, so the Indigenous communities. Do we want to talk about their practices as well, somewhat?
Yeah, it's relevant.
Yeah.
It's like a social aspect or cultural. There's both.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and then we want to talk about. Alright, so that's pretty much all you want for the context. You happy
Yeah.
with those 3 points or those 4 points?
Mhm.
And then we introduce the background information. So we talk about the background. We go to the EWB section.
Yep.
Common practice in the area, aiming to address the necessity of internet.
Yeah.
So to introduce the issue first, and then go into the necessity of the internet.
Yeah, I
Just
just
swap
kind of like
the
the
order.
background. This is kind of like the background.
Because that's the section that says some of these communities can get reception, but it's so expensive and they get fuck all data that they may as well
Yeah.
not have it.
Yeah. It's just really limited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that. Eh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Not many places pay that much.
so now we got the problem here. So when we do the problem, we just want to have a few stats.
you
Obviously,
definitely want data.
yeah, so you want data on the cost of internet, that they don't actually have internet. You can also reference some other old sites and websites where they've attempted to actually implement internet.
You could list some of their. Do they use satellite dishes there, and then they connect?
I actually don't
There's
know.
like a connection point, but it's a single user one. I think. Yeah. Yep.
Is this the CFAT hotspot?
Yep.
Yeah, and I know that the CFAT hotspot things exist and
That's the
focus
one.
the signal like you were talking about. But yeah, I haven't read anything about like optical stuff tacked onto it. As far as I know, it's just what's that? What is this thing? Yeah, right. All right. Well, that's something
Right.
to look into then.
Yeah. Okay. Now we look at. So we happy with this section as well?
Yeah, I
The
am.
problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Using
So we
data.
look at the scope here. This is so we want to define. This is going to be pretty important. This bit.
This is super important.
Okay, Jason. So what were you kind of speaking and talking about with him today? What's his name? What's that shit's name? Sorry, Corey.
Corey.
That's it.
Yeah.
When we were talking to Corey, you were talking about the scope, correct?
Yeah. So we were pretty much running over that. It looks like the solution we're coming up with, which is this G-spotter transmitter, because of the topography and everything up there, we're probably not going to be able to implement that for all the communities. So he said this scope area is where you would pretty much say, well, I'm not sure whether this is what we're going to do or not, but we could say that we're not targeting the extremely small isolated communities. We could say the scope of this covers the mid-sized communities that already are within 100 k's of like a 4G connection or something.
Yep.
Because this G-Spotter thing, odd mate who spoke to the CEO said they can do about 60 to 100 k's. So we could say, due to limitations of this, at the moment we'd only be focusing on these type of communities instead of saying we're just going to give internet to everyone there.
We should use a lower value, I think.
Yeah.
Or focus on that. Just
Yeah.
bold it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of the point.
yeah, so I totally agree with the point you're making. And in the tutorial last week, we grabbed Corey and had a sit down with him, and pretty much said exactly that we're not going up there to build a water pump or build a fucking windmill for them. We're looking at kit that already exists, and we're just saying, hey, we want to use this in this way. And I asked him whether that meets this or not. And he said that as long as we do it in the way we're kind of going about it now, it does. Because he said, they don't expect us for something like this topic to design a transmitter or to look at, the ones and zeros behind how all these transmitters work. It would be more the problem we're addressing is that they don't have internet, and we're coming up with ways to give them internet. We don't have to build a system to do it, but we need to identify all the different parts that would make up a solution to the problem. And that's kind of how we're trying to steer it at the moment. Yeah.
He also said that designing a transmitter or an antenna is a 4th year level.
Yeah.
You need 4th year level knowledge.
He was saying unless you're like a 1 in 100 genius that just came in and was like, right, I'm going to design it. Yeah. You don't have to.
Yeah. So I think as long as we stick to like the main points we're making now, that this is the problem that exists up there. Here's 6 solutions we've identified that could fix the problem. 5 of them aren't applicable to this because of the cost and all the shit we did in the Matrix last week. And then the only solution that would address the problem is using these G-Spotter antennas to get the signal to where it needs to be. But that's also where we probably need to, in the next week or so, really look at like the locations of these communities where the 4G signal, and make sure that the problem that we're trying to fix exists. So that there are 4G signals within 100 k's of these communities that we can get there.
Sorry for the scope. You might write something on the speeds of connection.
Yeah, I was just about to ask what else we need to add. Yeah, what else do we want in the scope section? Anything more we're trying to scope?
Yeah.
Anything else in the scope trying to hone in on?
I think that's probably good enough for now. And then as we do more research, we'll identify different problems with what we're doing and shift our scope to match those.
Okay. Just give me a sec. I'll get our design. So we're happy with this intro section?
Yeah.
Pretty fine with that.
So what we're thinking, if you guys are happy with it, if we get Jason, Craig, and Brandon to work on the design considerations part.
Yeah.
Leighton and Angelo and myself, we're happy to work on the intro bit.
Sure.
Everyone's happy with that?
And then by next week we can get it done.
Yeah, try and get as much as you can of all of it.
I don't know how you guys want to do it, like each section, maybe you could designate subsections to
Yeah,
each
that's
other,
what I'll do. I'll
or-
write a next to like each bit. I'll say like that. Like
Or
Uh,
alternatively, and I know this could be a stretch for some people, you could write the whole section for yourself and then combine 3 of them.
yeah, I feel
Maybe
like
I
that
don't
would be
know.
like the best, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm not always free. That's the problem.
yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I wasn't 100% on that.
Yeah, when he recommended it, I thought about it.
Yeah, but we're all busy at different times.
Yeah.
I've got
It'd be
this-
hard to try and find time to get together.
I've got I think Saturday and Sunday day to do it.
How the fuck do we? Sorry, just give me a sec. to get this
Oh,
up.
the six considerations.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to link them all. Like we know what they are.
What's
You
that say?
could I don't think you have to link them all. You could just be like 6 design considerations.
Are we gonna put this document in the channel
Sky
chat?
Master. Yeah, well, is it Sky Master
Yep.
or Sky Muster? I was like,
Master.
Muster. Okay, I thought we had it wrong. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was like Sky Master or
It's
something.
so dog shit.
I get offended if you say that.
Oh yeah, I'm being recorded.
Oh,
Don't
struggle.
swear. So I thought for the final solution, right, we're going to use this G-spotter antenna on top of,
Yeah.
like on the back of a trailer or something.
Ah,
Whether you,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm pretty much just gonna grab from the Excel spreadsheet. So I reckon we do limit. I should just make. You reckon I just make a table for each?
yeah. So what I thought about it is that maybe you could do an introduction paragraph for that, saying the EWB team and whatever sort of blah blah blah, bunch of bullcrap really, or jargon, but you kind of introduce the thought
Yeah.
process there.
If
and
you
then
read 2.2, I think what we're typing out now belongs in 2.2. And 2.1 should be more about we've identified that it's got to be, low cost because
yeah,
there it's got to be. So I think 2.1 should be that left column of that table, and
yeah,
then
I agree.
2.2 should be that's where we should go into all this shit.
Because in that point, you are kind of. I assume 2.1 here. You'd be highlighting that cost is really important. Like,
Yeah. Whereas climate change, adaptation, diversity don't really come into our solution.
would you mention the triple bottom line there? Sea levels are about to rise about 1 meter in 2070.
Is that going to affect our solution much though?
A lot.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good point.
It'll change the entire landscape.
Yeah.
Sea
But that's
levels
also
rise,
why
so-
we can link into one where we said that it's got to be like durable.
yeah.
Durability of it is very important. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, didn't Yassi go through, I think it was Toowoomba region and just wiped it out? Was it Yassi? It was category 5. huge damage. Would you in 2.1 go over the triple bottom line?
Triple.
It's a lovely buzzword, but I think that's in an example report.
He did also say don't use triple bottom line too much.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
you would cover it.
Triple bottom
Yeah,
line.
I mean it'll be in there somewhere, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You
maybe
don't
we
want
could
it.
put it where it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree. I just forget where it goes. But I think we should definitely mention it at least
Yeah.
once.
Are we just happy with what I'm doing here?
Yeah, except
Yeah.
I think all this
I
stuff
think it's
should
in the
be
next
2.2.
paragraph.
You think it's in the
Yeah.
next paragraph?
Yeah.
The next section, sorry.
So I think 2.1 should be the left column. So all those things were identified, like
Criterion.
the
Yeah.
cost of it, the durability, all that kind of stuff should be 2.1. And then all the stuff you're pretty much putting in there should be the next paragraph.
You could do a matrix in 2.1 on weighting each one. And
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you could basically then say that, cost is the best rating on whatever scale one
Oh,
would
yeah, okay, I
use.
get what you're saying.
Yeah. You can't in 2.1 you're going into everything that you're considering for a design. So
Yeah.
and then 2.2 you come up with solution.
Yeah.
And then maybe what's 2.3 selection process. So 2.3 you decide on the solution
And that's
based
where
on
those
the matrix.
those tables that we came up with.
Yeah. What's
So
what's on the
2.2
power consumption? Let's say
What's that?
speeds. If you go to the if you go to the OneNote
Yeah.
option, it's like Spurs. It's been just typed.
All I can see on your screen, man, is just a whole bunch.
Oh no! If you go onto the OneNote, can't change.
Yeah, I was just doing some backseat report designing.
If you ever look, what's that meant to say? Meant to be speeds.
Oh yeah,
I'm assuming so.
yeah, it's speed.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, just checking. I gotta change my window again.
Yep. Spurs.
There it is. Dude, why can't I just like share my whole screen and then just switch around constantly? It's
You can.
yeah. Alright. I'll just try and quickly type out this. Sorry.
Wait, they got.
Look, and we can probably extract all that information later on like that.
Yeah, if
already
you guys
know
just
what-
keep going through.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
easily. I'm just going through each dot point.
Yeah.
Let's finish out this one. Alright, so those two are done. You just need to do these four.
Yeah.
Alright. So design considerations, we're happy with these two dot points.
Yeah. Yeah, just put another dot point under 2.1 that just says left column of table.
Sorry, what was that?
Left column of table. Because that's what we did last week, was come up with what we need to consider for our design. Then we came up with the 6 things that would meet those.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So for that section, Craig, Jason, and myself, do we just want? There's only 3, so we could just do one each.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that because then I can do it when I have time for it.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
I've just posted in the research channel to Telstra Towers
Yep.
from the ACMA, just filters, so filtered by site assignments within the Cook electoral block basically, so that we can see all of the blue dots,
Yeah, cool.
and that would be good to overlay with like maybe a map of like there's not coverage.
Oh, yeah,
Because
I can see what you're putting.
Telstra's own website has that map, but it kind of like it zooms too much. It's a pain to sort of capture in a photo.
Yep, I agree.
And
We all good?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, so what you were saying before, Brandon, I'm happy to do that if we just pick one of those sections. So if you guys are happy, I might go with the whatever 2.3 was, the process where we came up with that matrix and rated them and all that.
You thought of the Matrix pretty much, or you did the typing for it. So
Yeah, so I feel like I can pull that out of my arms pretty easily. So I'll do 2.3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put a note in.
I'm happy to do research on the 6 design options.
Which one's that? This one?
I think it's 2.2.
2.2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be where they go.
Is that
Okay.
right?
Yeah. You happy to do 2.2? Brandon?
2.2 or 2.1? Flip a coin.
Yeah. I'll just chuck you in.
Darcy, what do you want me to do? Which section? Because I'm
So
doing the
just give me
introduction with you and Angelo, right? The
Yeah.
top one
Yeah.
context.
Yeah, sorry, just give me a
Yeah.
second now. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Just get this sorted. Craig, so you're good to do 2.1? Yeah, okay.
And then we can, as a team, just edit it.
Yeah, so what were you saying? What were you saying then? You wanted to do the context? How many sections are there? Four. There's 4 sections. So which one's probably...
I'm happy to do anything really.
Okay, what about you, Angelo? Is there anything specific you want to look at?
I'll do the context.
You want to do the context?
I'm happy to do the background. Yeah, I'll do the background because I did a lot of that for my other one too. Doing communication for the first assignment.
Yeah, I can do the problem.
The scope's pretty like easy. It'll just be a paragraph at most.
Yeah, I feel like we can all have a crack at the scope since that's one extra. Let's just let the one there.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Um,
also Jack that we.
Oh yeah, if we can,
we can get hold of him.
When we want this all done, this time.
Next week, right?
I feel like I feel like it's doable to do next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's too much workload. Could get
Not
these
if we're only doing one section.
if we get these 2 sections out of the way, and then we've got what 2 more sections ready to do. 3, but it's not much. It's not really.
Is this doc shared? You going to share this in Discord?
No, I'll upload it to
like-
the Discord when I'm done.
So we're not going to work on one. We'll just work on our own and then combine.
I can. Then we can. Yeah, that's probably the best.
I was going to do mine in like a Word doc, and then when I was finished, I'd copy paste it into another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just make sure when we do it, just when you do yours, because I'm gonna change the name of this.
Yeah.
I'll put it as version 1. Just say like type in the text. So I put it in. I reckon if you want to make a new channel, Leighton, that'd be pretty good. Like just say like for the assignment, like the what you
Just
do
like
in that.
a file share.
Yeah, so it'd be like a file share. So you just type in. So I'll upload it, right? To say, Leighton, you want to put something into it. So you just say we're using the document, and then you can re-upload it and put it as version 2.
Yeah, right.
makes sense. Just like comment in the comment in the Discord and then in that channel that you're gonna like put something into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
good.
like changes made to section, blah blah blah.
To say, oh, I'm grabbing this, adding into this, and then you just save it and put it as save version 2. And we just rinse and repeat that, so we're not losing bits and pieces of the assignment.
Yeah.
With referencing, do you want to reference? Do you want to put? Just want to like copy all your links down to the bottom here,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
can reference at the end together.
Put the date access at the same time.
Yeah, you date
please.
access in it as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so you just whenever you grab your link, just copy and paste it and enter and put it down the bottom. Yeah. As you
Yeah, I wasn't going to do like a proper Harvard style reference until the end.
Yeah,
That's the last thing I do.
and we put those together to make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Alright, so is there anything we want to add? Oh, what about this section here for
Section.
2.3?
0.3.
Oh, you're pretty good with that, Jason.
That's just a selection process. I did my
I know. I can still see it.
Oh, wait, I'll end it. I'll end it and I'll start it again for us. You're right. Yeah. It's not too much. You didn't miss too much.
Yeah, I lost.
We all in? Are we all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So if you're happy with this bit, Jason. So you just
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
you want to put in for that.
Yeah, I pretty much drove that section, so I can just pull that out.
There's an
Yeah.
important thing for the future, or even tonight or next week in the tute, like doing the final design and including it in a report, like just what it may look like, and the link to the 2 sustainable development goals as part of what you need to get a 7.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't have like a vision on what this thing will look like. So
yeah. I mean, reading through the CRA.
yeah, sweet. I think we'll
Yeah.
just lean on you there, Craig, for that.
Section 3 is pretty much refer to Craig's brain.
Yeah. This is why the dot points are gonna be so helpful doing it like this. So next week we can dot point this up and like go really thorough with it, like more thorough than what we've done up here, so that we can easily write this.
Well,
Yeah.
the next 2 sections after this are I guess the big ones, and then after that it's pretty light. Like just conclusions, isn't it?
I feel like the design process we should have a go if we can come up together like in person as a group sometime, and we can just all write the design process as like have one person typing it, but we're all chipping in at the same time.
Yeah.
It's gotta be efficient as fuck though, because you know what group like work can be like.
Yeah.
It can just
When we go into that session, we need to like clearly define what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Do that, get it done.
I feel like what we could do is if we on the Tuesday, like next week tonight, we do dot points, and then we come in together as a group and write it with the dot points already done.
Yeah.
If we're happy to do that.
Yeah. I couldn't do Wednesday. I couldn't do Wednesday until like 11 or 1 o'clock in the Arvo.
Might probably best 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Thursday, Friday I can do it.
Thursday I can do like between 11 to 2. I'm free all then.
Thursday I could do 9 till 11 on a Thursday, but I've got.
Are we talking about Thursday next week, not this week?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, I can do Thursday next week.
Is this to come in and write it? Thursday next week I can't do at all. I've got
I work Thursday night, but
as long as we get most of us there, because I doubt we're going to have much luck finding a time.
So this is just because we wanna write it together. Is that it? Like flesh out your individual sections and then. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I wrote. Like even fleshing out individual sections would be probably good too.
You
Once we like fleshing out these bits. would be
Yeah,
better to go
right.
over to in person. But this is the final design is such like an important part, and
It
it's
is.
like
Yeah.
you got to wrap your head around it properly, especially when we have Craig as well, so we get the technical bit done properly as well.
Yeah. Well, do we want to, because we're already at 45 minutes tonight as well, do we want to, up until next week, focus on section 1 and 2 in our individual parts? Everyone
Yep.
can have a think about how they want the final design to look like, whether we're just going to look at putting the G-spotters in and beaming the ship where it wants to go, or will we talk about, hey, it's going to need to be on a trailer, so in rough weather they can take it into a shed or whatever. We can just kind of have a think about that. So flesh out all our individual parts, and then next week we'll look at section 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we even meet in person instead on the Tuesday meeting? Can we just do this, the next section, the final in person on Tuesday?
I mean,
I've got a
I've got work next
I've got a
Tuesday.
workshop.
Yeah, I've got a practical on Tuesday, but I'm free Tuesday afternoons and evenings. At like whatever, 6:30 or
So
7:30.
yeah, I don't finish work till 6.
Right.
Yeah.
One
I'm
and three,
available
Prague.
1 onwards.
Yeah, I'm available from 1 onwards too. But
Okay.
if we
Yeah,
could,
I could do it.
if we could get enough of us together, like
Yeah.
it's gonna be
As long as we have like a majority, it'll be fine.
a strong majority, then
I think for that part, it's probably going to hinge a lot on Craig as well, because I'd say you're definitely going to need to be there, man, because you've got this idea in your head. So as long as we can get,
Yeah.
so as
Yeah.
long as we can get you
Sure.
there and at least 3 other people, I think that should be good enough.
Yeah.
so we're going next Tuesday from 1 till whatever, 1 till 2.
Yeah, I've got to shoot at 2, but I can do from 1 till 2.
1 till 2. Alright, sweet. We'll just meet somewhere on campus.
Yeah. Just remind me in the future.
That's next Tuesday. Yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah.
next Tuesday.
I'll need food.
Yeah, well, we can grab lunch.
Yeah.
And,
I'm
yeah,
seriously starving by 1 o'clock.
Tuesday, 1 till 2. Yeah, I'll just miss the computer lab. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch him online. The head tutor. I think it's Andy or something. He's alright.
No. The workshop, the guy that does the computer lab is different.
Oh, okay. Do you give you hints?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
This is like the first time they've run it, like ever, like this type of style. Like they normally give it out for like 2 weeks. They don't do that anymore. So are we?
So is this,
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, Craig. Yeah, you're right. I'll upload this anyway.
are we, did we have anything else we wanted to get sections?
I think
I
where
guess
we're
we
at
can have a.
would be pretty good.
I reckon we could have a. If you want to, we can have a quick look at the CRA
Yeah.
for each of the
Yeah.
sections. If you're happy to do that quickly.
Yeah. I'm going to have
Sorry,
to
let me
go
get.
for 10 minutes though.
Yeah, we'll just quickly go over it. It won't take long.
Yeah.
It's just making sure everyone's on the same page. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
figure
no,
out
that's
this. There's so many bloody documents, the same shit.
So we
Yeah.
got use the engineering method. Okay.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
I'll Google that. It's in the textbook somewhere.
Okay, so I'll change over to the CRA. So with the intro, we want to look at the scope. So we'll make sure we logically reason the scope. We highlight all our key issues as well.
You're
So the intro is pretty basic.
all over the place.
Is it up? Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit all over the place.
Let me just try and redo the stream. I'll
I'll
end it
just
start
read
again.
through it on my own screen.
Yeah.
Or
Is that up for you guys?
Uh,
Good enough to see.
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta make sure we understand the engineering method here. So we need to comprehensively use the engineering method. So we need to maximize our benefits and minimize limitations to strongest design choices. So that's pretty much how in depth and how much analysis and information you give for the limitations and benefits.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And we also want to look at a justification process, which is pretty much turning these limitations and benefits and reasoning why the G spotters or whatever design is the best design, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's all pretty basic stuff. Probably the main note is the engineering method approach for your part.
it's the who, what, and why.
Your
essentially.
part, Brandon, that you want. Yeah. So the engineering method and like try and relate that to the limitations and stuff.
To me, the engineering method, I don't remember it, but it's just the who, what, and why of engineering.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I feel like these two parts are pretty easy to get sevens on.
They are.
Yeah.
It's not really too.
Fine.
Man,
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about it beforehand anyway, so.
Yeah.
that dude in the cheat will memorize the engineering method.
Oh,
Or-
that guy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that doesn't stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like
Pick
answers
up
the question and he
everything.
takes like 5 minutes to answer.
Yeah. He's always got to answer a question as well.
Just move
I
on.
don't think he
bro.
can sleep properly without answering a question.
No, dude, Corey just ignored him once.
Yeah.
Did they just say that? He had his hand up and Corey just like moved on.
Yeah, he's much like, oh my goodness, I can't deal with this kid anymore.
He's done.
He does drag the tune on for a bit.
No, he makes it a 2 hour too. It's probably like a 1 hour shoot normally.
Yeah.
Highly smart and stuff, but
I think he might have like a
just shut it up
like a
sometime.
condition.
Oh yeah, probably.
I feel like he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember talking to someone, and a lot of engineers are autistic.
Damn.
No joke.
So he's 90% of the military, mate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
that wouldn't surprise me either. Actually.
Yeah.
I just when it,
So-
I remember someone was telling me about that in terms of like communication. Just note that a lot of engineers are on the spectrum, so consider that when communicating with them.
So we got the team meetings all sorted, Len.
Yeah. The
Alright.
notes are uploaded to the file exchange.
I think those are useful for when because I'm pretty sure we review each other at the end.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never
What
going
a-
to zero
what a bloke.
myself 7. No
Bloke.
kidding. Yeah, I won't. Like I'll mark you fairly. So
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
feeling the pressure now.
Nah,
Gotta impress you.
you'll be right. You'll be right, mate.
Alright, so I just
Yeah.
uploaded the file share version 1
Yeah.
with the assignments. That's
Yep.
all up in there. That's pretty much all the points from today.
Yep.
All sorted. We got the minutes sorted. We're all happy with what we need to do next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up on the up on your channel. Sweet. All right. Finish 5 minutes early. Look at that.
Oh,
Good with that.
It's so good.
Good job,
Jason
Ed.
can get to bed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Early bed. All right. I'll
Yeah.
catch you later.
See ya.
Alright.
see ya.
So
So, yeah.